Hello everyone, Linda aka the Gamer Gal here, and today we're going to recap last month to see how I did. So join me, let's go through.
Linda the Gamer Gal, she's here, she's playing games. Linda the Gamer Gal, she's here, she's playing games today.
First up is God Bless the Ring, and guys, again, I don't know if I keep saying the word correctly at the end. You can let me know in the comments below. But this is a 2D, 3D fighter. It's got a lot of different styles to blend. So like Battle Arena Toshinden meets Virtual Fighter is the best way to describe it, with a little bit of Smash Bros. So you could be one of the Final Fantasy characters or any of the RPG characters that they have on the list. I was Cloud. You basically are battling and jumping around, so you'll like move up a level, move down a level, and you want to learn the power move of every character that you use, because that will be what's going to be spammed. You're going to spam that because you need to just like overtake the other character, because the other character is going to do the same thing and knock you down. And just like Virtual Fighter, you can get a hit in before they get up, so that will knock you, like, you at least 25% of your health is going to go away. So highly recommend learn your character. If you have to take a couple levels of just like learning the character and then keep going through, definitely that's my suggestion. But had a good time with this. I don't know why it's not in more arcades. Maybe because it's hard to find, maybe they only made so many. But if you ever find it, try it out. It's just so fun. Recommend it. Next on the list is Doom: The Dark Ages. I finished this game after battling the last level, but it was a good solid game. You are getting a new mechanic with the shield. You actually see the character. Like, you get to see, like, it's kind of like a prequel. You get to see what the character is like. I feel like the reveal is so wild when you get to see the face of the character. Definitely recommend playing the game. I was surprised by the twists and turns of the story. This is a game that I feel like they developed the character way more in this than the other ones, so highly recommend. Definitely try it out. If you are new to Doom, I would say try 2016 first, because this is more like you have to learn the mechanics and then know what you're doing to be able to like defend yourself a little bit more. You can still build a shield however you want to build it, but I definitely would say 2016 first and this game next, because if you don't know like how to maneuver yourself around the ring of like the area kind of thing, you're gonna get overwhelmed, because this one is more like learn the stuff with the shield and then go. So I don't know, I'm debating about if I like this one more just because of the story base, how it was, than 2016. So yeah, it's a great game. Next is a recommended game that I got through the stream recommendations, and it's South of Midnight. This is a story-based game, but it's got combat in it, so I did not finish and platinum it because I kept perishing in the game. So you are a young woman and you are getting ready for something like natural disaster is going to happen, and so you're packing your box to get ready to go. But as you're packing your box, you go say, well, come on mom, let's just go. And she's like, no, you need to go check on the neighbors. So you go check on the neighbors, and as you turn around to go back, you see your house wash away. And you're like, oh snap, let me go through, let me go fix this, let me find out how to get through it. And so you jump, and as you're jumping, you don't know if your character made it. You don't know if you're in Silent Hill type of game where your character is battling through like a dreamscape, or is it the limbo kind of effect, or is it really you are in the real world and you're dealing with everything and you just finding out all this like stuff from your family, like your grandma is actually knowing about the spiritual world, but is it because you're again undead? You don't know. So highly recommend the game. It does have combat. Yes, it's kind of a button mashy kind of combat, but you still have to have a little bit of strategy. So you can't just button mash on some of the creatures. Some of the creatures do need a little bit of like maneuver, like shield, battle, maneuver, shield, battle, and then the other ones you can button mash. Those are like the little minion characters. I enjoyed the story. I liked it. I definitely would say try it out if you are into button mashy kind of combat, or if you like a story-driven game. this is a good solid recommendation. And the last game that I finished was G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra. This was another recommended game. It's on the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3. This is a game based off the movie with Channing Tatum. It's a good game. I will say it reminds me of all the shooters slash Xbox 360 games back in the day. Like, you're gonna know what you're getting, Gears of War style. Like, you're gonna get a game where you clear the area, go to the next one, clear the area, go to the next one. You want to take out a bunch of things, open up a lever kind of thing, like, you go do this. This is a little bit of a puzzle, but it's not really a puzzle technically because you're dealing with a lot of stuff, so you're like, okay, this is what's happening. But yeah, I enjoy the game. I recommend it if you ever do happen upon this game and you find it, and it's not too expensive. Like, I wouldn't say more than $20 because it's not very long. I finished it under 10 hours, so get your money's worth. Make sure you don't pay more than 20 bucks. And if you're not really into the Xbox 360 era of like shooters, then it might not be what I recommend. But if you're used to like retro style shooters, highly recommend. Now we're into the currently playing section. I am currently starting to play Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4. I was working through that at the end of the month. I'm having fun with this game. I like it. I will say that there's a little bit of change in 4. So if you're into the open world aspect of 4, you might not like it as much. You might want to just stick with the old retro style game or the Underground series because they reverted it back to Tony Hawk 3. And I'm okay with that. I like Tony Hawk 1 through 3, so I'm not mad about it. But I was like, oh, well, that's what made Tony Hawk 4 the way it is and how they changed a lot of it. So I don't know if they heard a bunch of the fan base say, like, I don't like 4, why are you sticking with 4? And then they went, oh no, just get rid of 4. So maybe they're going to do that with Underground. I hope not. The whole point of Underground was you got Bam Margera, you got that era of like early 2000s, and so to change a good chunk of the history of Tony Hawk would be a bummer. And so when I heard that a lot of people were saying that career mode was out, they're like, oh no, career mode's not out, but they didn't tell you that, yes, we did change it. So crossing my fingers they don't mess with Underground if they do ever bring it into the modern scene. We shall see. If not, I'll just stick with what I got so far. I don't know if I would rebuy it if they really mess with Underground 1 and 2. I'm also working through Tekken, Street Fighter vs. Tekken still. I keep putting it on the back burner because I have a bunch of RPGs that I'm working through, and I'm also working through a lot of stuff. So it's like, do I really want to be burning through a lot of like my time if I could just keep that on the down low? So it's still on the list of games I'm currently playing, and I'm still waiting to play the other fighters that I have on my list because I'm going to go through it. So I'm wanting to get next month just to knock this out so I can start in the other games and try that, and maybe just like have 2 fighters in the collections so I can just keep going with it because I don't want to just like stick with one. I'm like, you know what, let me try the SNK and then like Marvel vs. Capcom kind of thing. So maybe I'll do that afterwards, but definitely next month. If I don't, please in the comments say finish this so you can move on, please. I really want to do that. I also got back to Braid. I'm currently stuck on a couple puzzles. I don't know why, it's just not working for me. And it really is a weird, tedious thing of like, I think I got it, no I don't. I think I got it, no I don't. So it's gonna be a slow burn on this one. It's probably gonna take me a little bit of time for Braid to get through it. I hope to eventually finish this game before the end of the year, but I don't know. I get through this cycle, I do this part, and then I'm like, I thought I had it. I thought I figured it out, but no. I really might have to start looking up like tutorials on what's going to happen. So we'll cross my fingers. You cross your fingers that I don't need a tutorial, but I'm leaning towards I might just have to start doing that because I really want to finish this game, and I don't know how everybody did on their own without like a strategy guide. So if you did that, kudos to you. I'm still working through an RPG, Dungeons of Sidarnia. This is a dungeon crawler, and so it's going to take me a little bit of time. Again, I don't know if I will finish it this year because it's one of those slow burns as well where I'm really trying my best to get through it, but we'll find out. It's a big task to get through all of them. I like dungeon crawlers because I could just take my time with it, but it's also like it's on the backlog. So might keep it on the backlog and just keep going through it, and if I don't finish it this year, I'll do it next year. So it's going through. It's just slow time. And finally, I am still playing through Rune Factory 3. This was another recommended game on my stream list, and I had a fun time with it when I streamed it. I don't know. I'm going through so many games that it's, again, going to be another slow game that I take my time with it because it's a simulator meets an RPG. So you have like a farming aspect, you talk to a lot of people, but you also have a lot to deal with, like as far as like doing the quests, and you have to level up really a lot before you can even leave the town. So it might be a while before I actually get through where I need to go to, because I went through outside of the area and I was like, oh, I have to be level 15. I'm only 1 or 2. I'm gonna be here a while. So yeah, like the game, I'm just gonna take my time with this one. And I'm going to put on the back burner drop 4 games because I realized, again, I'm adding too many to my list, and I need to get through my backlog a little bit more next month, and also play some games that I've seen on Game Pass monthly and also PlayStation Plus monthly, kind of like just like get through those games because I'm paying for this subscription, and I want to get through a few RPGs and other stuff that I see on the list that I know I don't want to pay separately, but I want to play them because if I don't like them, they were free technically, or $1 I would consider a rental. So the first game is Balatro. I keep saying both because people are debating about that, and even though the creator says what it is, but I still see like tons of people online saying the other way. I'm also going to drop Skyrim. I like the game, but I'm just stuck on a mission, and with me going through so many RPGs that I already have on the list, I can just go back to it next year. I'm gonna have to restart everything, and I don't like to restart everything, so it's gonna be one of those hard decisions that I made that, you know what, it's gotta be done because I want to play through a couple RPGs that I see on Game Pass, and this one's gonna take me a long time to go back and start a brand new fresh save. So here we go with that one. I'm also going to drop RZ. I realized that if I don't drop RZ, I'm going to hate the game and take it away, but I'm stuck. I don't know where to go. I've tried every level and I can't figure out where I need to go, and I don't want to look it up. So I'm going to take a breather, take a break, and if I have to go to it next year, I will, because I like the game. I like the story. I'm just like so swamped on like other games, and also with me just like getting mad at it, I'm like, maybe it just needs a break from the game kind of thing. So it will be done maybe next year. We'll see. But again, it's a game that I already paid for, so I can leave it if I need to. And the final game that I'm putting on the back burner is Dismantle. This is an RPG that if you don't finish it and figure out a level and you perish in the game, you have to start from the beginning again. And all the zombies are back. And it's like, it's a fun game, but it's also like, again, like kind of like Rune Factory, where you really need to like take your time with it. So I don't want to rush it, and I don't want to get mad at it. So it's going to be on the back burner as well. Hopefully I get back to it later. If not, it's going to be next year. So I think Skyrim and Dismantle will be on the next year's backlog journey because I need to take my time with it, and I don't want to rush amazing stories. And sometimes it doesn't click with me. Like certain like RPGs, they click with me when I'm like focused on it or hyper focused on it. And then other times I'm like, I'm not really feeling this right now. Let me put it down. Let me play another RPG. So these are the 2 that I'm going to put on the back burner and hopefully get to them next year. So we'll see what happens. And there you have it, everybody. That is all the games that I finished for the month, what I'm currently playing, and what I've dropped. let me know. How was your month? Did you find any games that were extra or original or something that you want me to check out? Put in the comments below anything you recommend. I will try to get to it as fast as I can. If not, I will try to find it the cheapest way possible or try to add it to my RetroPie. So if you're new, please consider subscribing, giving it a like before you rolling out, and joining the channel. It helps the funds for the recommended games, and I'll catch you next time. Keep on gaming, everybody. Bye.
She's playing all night, from vintage to modern, she's the queen of the fight. From in San Diego, the Grand Theft Auto streets, Oregon Trail to Oregon Trail, she's got the beats. Stand back, she's got the games you need in hand with VHS recording, she's in command. From 8-bit wonders to the latest craze, Linda the gamer gal, she's here to amaze.